Give me a second, mate. I'm just going off my phone for a minute. Does it sound like static? It doesn't. It's like a static sound, mate. It doesn't. I can't. I can just hear. It's just the trees rustling. That's it, mate. That's all I can hear on my cans. I can't hear any electronic interference on my end.
Oh yeah. Terrible's got me at half time.
Good evening and welcome to LUTV's coverage of this Women's National League Division 1 North battle. The game at Tadcaster Albion at the Global Stadium. Leeds United women taking on Barnsley Women FC, and Leeds United looking to win their second game on the bounce for the first time this season. Leeds sit 6th in the table after a 1-0 win over Alnwick Town at the weekend. And Leeds have a busy couple of days. They will play Liverpool Feds next up at home on Sunday. So Leeds so far this season have beaten Stockport County in the opening round 1-0, lost to Chorley by 2-1, and then last week beat Alnwick Town. Tonight's opponents, Barnsley, have not had the same fortunes. They've only played 2 games and lost both of those, one to Norton and Stockton, the second to United of Manchester. The teams make their way out onto the field of play. Danaher's side have a familiar feel to it with some strong starting 11 recruits, of course, an impact bench as well. And Leeds United, 2 of the players out there have played for tonight's opposition. Laura Bartup and Catherine Smith, the latter captain Barnsley, back earlier in their careers. And hopefully it will be a happy reunion for them with 3 points tonight. The Leeds United team this evening is, we believe, a 4-3-3, which consists of Lauren Joyce, Rebecca Bass, Olivia Smart, Bridie Hannam, Catherine Hamill, the skipper, Jodie Hunter, Sarah Danby, Catherine Smith, Paige Williams, Sandra Suarez-Martins and Laura Bartup at the bench. For the Whites is Georgia Watton, Rebecca Hunt, Kirsty Hunt, Kanisha May Underdown and Abby Brown. Barnsley's team is set as follows. They have gone with Clark, Miles, Foy, Ashton, Marshall, Troike, Watson, Wilson, Tugby, Miller and Cosmore. And the subs for Andrew Gossip's side are Hobson, James, Coe, Baker and Riles. Leeds just getting their final preparations underway.
All the best, guys.
Last time Leeds played at this very venue, it was that 1-0 success over Stockport. It was Kirsty Hunt's goal that got them the victory. But if this is the first time you have watched the United women's team, there is some new faces in the summer. All the new signings include Rebecca Bass, Paige Williams, Sarah Danby, Kanisha May Underdown, Catherine Smith, Lauren Joyce and Sandra Suarez-Martins. And it was Suarez-Martins that made a big impact off the bench alongside Underdown. Pardon me, the last time these two sides, the last time Leeds were at home, it was big impressive performances off the bench that eventually clawed Leeds over the line after several missed opportunities. In the build-up to this game, both coach Dan O'Hearn and striker Laura Bartup have been discussing how important it is to get a derby win, and this would be such a big 3 points. So just waiting for kick-off Teams were out nice and early at Tadcaster. And the league table sits Leeds in 6th, Barnsley are bottom with no points from their 2 matches. Kevin Hamill just coming across to the referee to do a pre-match routine with the coin toss, and Leeds are ready and waiting to go. And is Newcastle United sitting top of the pile, and just to try and ramp up the preparations for Sunday's game, which will also be on LUTV. Liverpool Feds have also won all 3 of their matches, and that is Leeds' next opponent. So Leeds will be looking to join them on 9 points. It's a big couple of days for Dan O'Hearn's side. Well, mightily impressive at centre-half, the last outing for Leeds. A big night as well for Lauren Joyce, making her league debut in goal for Leeds. I'm sure there'll be some pre-match butterflies, but players in front of her, the likes of Smart, Hamill and Bass, trying to calm her down. But in terms of the formation, Leeds' traditional line-up with a 4-3-3, midfield 3 of Smith, Hunter and Danby. It should be Suarez, Martins and Williams backing Bart up front, who I'm sure would love to score against her former club. Not that there's many former teammates of hers still left in the squad. The referee finally gets tonight's game underway as Danby goes wide and straight out towards Williams, and Leeds on the attack into Smith, who, as mentioned earlier, is one of those former Barnsley players. Smith's done really well to get in behind and tries to dig out across looking for Bartup, and a very fast start from Leeds inside the first minute, and they win a corner, which number 7 Sarah Danby is making her way across to take.
That's it. That's it. Pass.
Danby's ball is high, right underneath the penalty spot. It was Bartup and Hamill going in for it for Leeds, and scoots ball over the top, and it is going to be a Barnsley goal kick. Nothing comes of that for Leeds, but again a bright start, something to build on as we wait for Barnsley's goalkeeper Serena Clark to take this latest goal kick. Cameron in the right place at the right time, picks up the pieces for Leeds. Over the top towards Bartup, who's effective when trying to hold up the play. She's done so there as Bass goes for it across it towards Suarez Martins. Ambitious. He's given plenty of time though, and Barnsley's going to see this ball out for a throw. Pressure from Leeds. Danby forced the mistake. Back to Bass at right back. He decides to go back to Hamill. Carry this ball a little further. It's across to Bridie Hannon. Hannon's ball is a little short for Smart. Now she has to come across. It's a good tackle that from Hannon. She makes an immediate apology for the poor ball. It's not normally like her. It's normally very effective with the crossfield passes and a lot of confidence out of the back trying to play midfielders into the game, but just got her bearings wrong on that occasion. But as you've rightly seen, she does like to get forward and put in some strong challenges. She goes down there, clipped on the back of the left ankle in midfield by Barnsley, and Leeds will get the free kick. Olivia Smart is planning to take this. She was the goal scorer on Sunday. across towards the far post, which made its way into the back of the net. Like Bash, he does love to get forward and attack as Williams' ball is intercepted. It's hooked away by Barnsley towards halfway, and Hamill again looks sideways for Danby. Hunter in midfield is more likely to sit back and hold up the play, and she does just that and tries to scoop it forward. Smith misses the original clearance. Barnsley now try and make their way through midfield with the number 8 Natalie Watson. Hannon in position at the right time. Hunter out to Smart, back to Hannon. Barnsley's press pretty much non-existent at the moment. Everyone's just as deep as they possibly can inside their own half, and in fact it is only the number 10 from Georgia Wilson that is remotely close to Leeds, so could be a tough afternoon or tough evening at the office for Leeds if they struggle to break them down. Such a defensive tactic so far from Barnsley as they clear for a throw. Nearly 5 minutes gone. Leeds 0, Barnsley 0.
Come on. That's it.
Looking for Suarez Martins and applauds the pass. It was asking questions of number 2 Tavia Miles of Barnsley. Up towards Bartup again. He's straight on the scene looking for a bit of hold-up play. He's going to go for goal. Gets her technique all wrong, but great intentions again from Laura Bartup. He's looking to get that opening goal of the campaign. Tax had hoped to take that short, but Bartup's presence had stopped that. Smart scoops the ball inside. Here is Bartup, and will try and get onto a stronger left foot. Prods it looking for Danby. Williams trying to pick up the pieces. Danby then gets in the way of what would have been Bartup's attempted shot. Smart is there again, and all very scrappy from Barnes' point of view. Leeds trying to take advantage. Tonight's visitors struggling to get out of their own half, and eventually they have worked it down this right-hand side 2 miles, but there is Smith to come across. Leeds want the throw. They don't really get it. The referee decides that it has gone the way of Barnsley. It's a miscontrol in midfield. Hunter picks up the pieces. Suarez Martins decides to go back to goal. Joyce is in plenty of space and will restart the attack for Leeds. Here is Hannon. Sideways she goes to Bass, who's already shown plenty of endeavour to get forward down the right touchline. Great engine and gets into some good areas on the overlap. Will scoops the ball out wide to Smart. It's a good first touch from Smart. Now can she get a decent ball into the box? He certainly tries to. Gets there in good time, gets across, but just slices it with the outside of the boot, and it is going to be a goal kick. Smart goes long looking for Bartup, ahead of both her and the number 15 in Ellie Miller. Playing at left centre back for Barnsley tonight. The idea at least was appreciated by Leeds United's number 16, Laura Bartup. There is Danby again, who's confident on the ball. Turns back on the inside to Hunter, who's made aware of the danger around her. And now Hannon and Hamill appear to have swapped sides. Normally Hamill plays right centre back, Hannon the left, but for now that's been changed as Bass just trods on the ball and gives it away. Hunter takes control, cushions it out wide to Williams. Great touch from Smith. Smashed clear by the number 5 Eve Marshall of Barnsley. It will be a Leeds throw. Although we believe we need a new ball at the Global Stadium. Pass to Smith, bit of a dangerous pass back to the Leeds right back, and as a result Barnsley can come forward.
Sandra, cut the pass off.
Out wide to Miles. Miles is going to try and take Leeds on, but Smart's going to come across. Good work from the Leeds United defence. Bit too much time here for Barnsley. Tries to squeeze the ball through. Hamill steps up out of defence, as does Smith, and Danby gets it. Has to be quick. Nifty footwork from Danby, and even a little step over to the mix. So she goes back to Smart, and in turn across to Hamill. Hunter, again plenty of space, and Leeds going to go wide to Olivia Smart in the number 12 shirt. She does have Bart up further forward, who's trying to hold her run. Looks over her head for Williams. Hunter's beaten to the ball in midfield. Now Barnsley will try and counter-attack. It's certainly their tactics so far tonight. As Suarez Martin's so quick, gets back, helps Leeds out. The Leeds will regroup again as Hamill urges Joyce to get out of the way, and Leeds will play it out across the back four once more. Allen with another brave challenge, gets in, slides in early. Hunter. Martin Smart has got time and space as well. Good forward ball, and Leeds managing to stay on side. Now can they work a decent opening? Test the keeper for the first time tonight. Bartup goes down, has a little glance at the referee. It was more of a case of losing her balance than anything else, as Barnsley come flying in and win the ball back. And now Hunter has to work extra hard to stop Miles from getting to it, one of Barnsley's brightest players so far. Hunter comes across and takes control of the situation, though. Smart across, and again just Leeds almost like attack versus defence in the early stages. Because Barnsley, though, are so deep and absorbing pressure, they've managed to mop up most of the danger on the edge of their own box.
Keep it, don't force it. Go back, Deep. Turn, Jones, turn. Go, you have it.
Allen to Smith, and good job Smith was able to get to that, because Barnsley had certainly tried to put the pressure on with 3 players surrounding her. Bass across to Hannon, who again is just trying to quarterback this team around the park. Flicks it on down the right hand side. Williams and Bartup racing to get there, and Laura Bartup is going to be a couple of yards behind it and can't do so, and it's going to be another goal kick. But again, Leeds pretty tidy in possession early doors, and again the press is a lot more intense than that of Barnsley. Just maybe need to try and flood the box with a couple of midfield runners and try and get those players out wide into some good areas, as Danby has to try and get back now. Bass has defensive work to do, gets a touch to the ball as Danby comes across and does exactly the same, and now Paige Williams will turn back on herself, but only as far as a Barnsley throw. 13 minutes gone. It is goalless in Tadcaster. Should be a handball against Smith, and it will be. Barnsley free kick.
Sandra, stop in with the goal side. Righty dominate this field, this track, come on.
Easy take for Joyce in the Leeds United goal. Leeds lose out in the middle of the park as Hunter and Smith try and lead the press. Hunter's there again with an important touch. A couple of these players just perhaps getting in each other's way, and Hunter, I think, not happy that Suarez Martins took control then. And there's dummy from Danby in midfield, who again is a smart operator in the middle of the park. That's an ambitious ball forward. Bartup tries to bring it down, shoots towards goal into the side neck. I think Laura Bartup has only given us a goal kick. Barnsley, I think, perhaps were trying to claim that she'd handled possession, but it's a really good run.
Come on, sharpen up!
Not bad effort either. Confidence flying despite that lack of goals so far this season in the build-up to this. Or Bartup mentioning how the entire team, in particular her, have wasted too many chances. As the main focal point of the attack, she'll hope that changes tonight, and especially against Liverpool Feds on Sunday. Pass gets to the header. Good work from Joyce to come off her line and read the danger. Williams. The pass is too weak. Barnsley the ball away themselves, and Smart comes in off the left back position. That's a really ambitious run, and it's a very good one as well. She goes wide to Williams. That ball, I think, for Williams was going to be too strong anyway. Fortunately for Leeds, she gets in the way of that pass to Smart, and Leeds keep possession with Danby. Smith battling away in midfield and scoops the ball up out to the right touchline, looking for Williams or Bass, and does get a throw. Martin's back to Hamill, and the former hasn't had too much space tonight to try and drive into. And then again going cross-field, and pass is intercepted. Smith gets there, and Suarez Martins cuts back in time. Just she now offside has gone up against the Leeds United winger. Wearing the number 14 shirt, it will be a free kick to Barnsley. Leeds looking for Bartup, who will just get into the right spot, but as she did so, the keeper Clark comes flying off her line, gets to it first, but he's more than happy to go for that early ball into the box. As Martin shows too much of it to Miles. Hannon, though, gets in there for Leeds, needs a bit of help, scoops it into the path of Bartup. It's great work again from Hannon. She's started this game really brightly. Bartup is trying to find space to shoot, not enough to go with a right foot. She goes to Suarez Martins, who sees her cross blocked. Danby had got into the area trying to help her out, and even though her attacking work didn't come to fruition, Suarez Martins shows that endeavour that all Leeds United fans love, to work hard, trap back and get the blocking to concede this throw. Smith to Bartup. Bartup turns back on herself again. She's more than happy sometimes to go for goal from range as Suarez Martins gets it. Smart sets off on an ambitious run. Suarez Martins goes for goal. Tame effort in the end from range, but still a shot on target all the same. And the summer recruits just trying to test the keeper, make sure that Clark was aware of the danger. And again, Suarez Martins, for the second time in succession, gets across to put in an important block. Good work from Bartup up front, shields possession, pings it into the feet of Hannon, who flicks it across to Catherine Hamill, the Leeds United skipper, who has time, has space, will glide forward over halfway. It works out to Smith, whose touch is a little heavy. Bass wins, leads a throw. Allen to Smart. Space for Smart to go and exploit, but instead she goes towards Bartup, will scoop it just wide. That is really unlucky. Gets underneath the ball on the volley, and Laura Bartup is inches away from opening the scoring for Leeds United. The Barnsley player down over on the far side of the Global Stadium at Tadcaster. That is a really good effort. Laura Bartup's kicking herself for missing it, but she's been a little harsh on herself. Smart with the ambitious ball in, over towards Bartup. Different day, that could have found the bottom corner as we now wait for the treatment for the Barnsley player. It is still goalless. See the replay of that chance, and again at first it looked more like a hit and hope from Smart, but it was a great pass. Bartup got the right side of the defender as well. That's more important for Leeds' point of view. The striker quick to get to it, and Dan O'Hearn's just giving tactics to his striker.
Set up! Laura! Laura! Hey! Hey! Come on!
Okay, now finally back underway. The Barnsley preparing to take this goal kick.
Right in, we don't let them out. Kath, we don't let them out.
Clark's effort is towards halfway. Downby gets to it first. Bartup yet again gets it in front of the Barnsley defence. It's out to Smart. Hannon. Really crisp through ball towards Olivia Smart, who's caught while kicking the ball further forward, and it will be a Leeds United free kick. And even though Smart's touch was going to go out for a goal kick, she drew in the foul from Tavia Miles, who is going to get a talking to from the ref.
That's it. Hey, Catherine, get another one back.
It would appear that it is Olivia Smart taking the Leeds United set piece. Smart has Suarez Martins at the near post. Bartup is near the penalty spot. Hunter's also up there. Smart just double checking her run up before getting herself set. Goes for Powers right underneath the keeper. It's another dangerous ball in, and Leeds United open the scoring. It looks as if Bartup's claiming it to get the touch. And for the second game in succession, a dangerous ball in from Olivia Smart causes carnage. This time, though, Bartup gets to it first, and that's the first goal of the season for her. All good strikers, right place at the right time, and the most deftest of touches opens the scoring. 25 minutes gone, Leeds United women 1, Barnsley women 0. Tell by the celebration, she knew she got the touch. That caps off what has been a fine first 25 minutes for Bartup. Constant problem for the Barnsley defence. But now Leeds have a bit of a spring in their step. Barnsley have played with defensive tactics all night. More of a case of trying to keep Leeds at bay for as long as possible. And now will they be punished again as Paige Williams swings the ball in. It's blocked. Williams decides to go back to Bass, and very powerful pass it needed to be as well, because the Barnsley attacker was on her way, and Hannon goes across to Smart. Smart gets away and evades the onrushing defender. That's a superb ball forward. Now there we are, Bartup again in the right place. This time going for the sliding approach and try to flick it in with the right boot at the near post. I do wonder if she could maybe look at that again. Did she have another just a little bit more time for another stride? But that combination of Smart to Bartup has been so effective for Leeds. As Hamill gets all the possession and goes wide to Bass. Hunter towards Paige Williams. That'll be handball. The referee looked like she was going to stop the game, but she decides against it in the end, and it's been accidental as the ball in from Bass. Bartup goes for goal. And while the touch for the opening was nice and soft and just at the right time on the edge of the boot, that's far too much power, and I'm guessing she doesn't want to see a replay of that. Closer to the corner flag, but more effectively for Dan O'Hearn's side. In the right spot, in the box, getting away from both centre halves. Bartup shows great heart and determination to go and get that ball back. Barnsley, I think, I thought that was going to go out for a goal. Kick ball into Paige Williams. And Williams appealed for the corner, I think, at first glance, but didn't get the touch. Barnsley can't seem to live with these deep crosses from the Whites so far. Again, a reminder, Leeds beating Alnwick Town on Sunday. Hoping to win back-to-back games in the league for the first time this season. They've won 2 of their first 3. And getting that winning mentality ahead of a mouth-watering game against Liverpool Feds on Sunday at this very arena. Paige Williams out-muscled and gives possession away as Danby and Suarez Martins beaten in midfield. That's better from Barnsley. Danby's not going to give up though and fights to come back across. Smith is going to make her way across to the centre circle. Hunter's beaten. This is Barnsley's best spell in the match, really, a possession. Ball forward. Hannon gets across. Hunter. And there is Smith. That should be a free kick for Leeds now. Advantage should be given. Important touch. Good refereeing as well. As now here comes Bartup looking for Paige Williams. She's got pace to burn and she'll try and make her way towards the edge of the box. Stopped in her tracks for now by the number 15 of Ellie Miller. You have to say Barnsley have defended that situation pretty well. As Bass to Hunter. As it goes to Smart. Smart again looking for Bartup in the middle. Doesn't get the cross right this time. Hunter tries to flick it out wide with a little slice ball, but Not enough power on it. Bass to Bartup, who will try and use her strength again. Looks for Suarez Martins and leads with Smith.
Get round the ditch.
Out towards Danby. Just misjudges that, but does well to keep possession for Leeds. Digs out across. Bartup will come for that, so will the keeper Clark. It remains Leeds 1, Barnsley 0.
Danby. Come back, come back.
Easy, easy. Drop out, push it for a bit. Work it together.
Have it dried. Go back. Don't force it. Don't force it. Well done.
Hold to Hannon. Danby just in front of her. Danby carries it before spreading it wide to Smart. Smart returns the pass. Danby goes to the low and hard cross in. Valsey just about get it clear from the centre half in terms of that run. If just a inch or two further forward, I think Bartup could have got to that, but in their defence it was a good clearance.
Come on, Danby. Danby, come on, work.
The visitors now come away with it
Come on.
with Miles, who again just continues to be Barnsley's most effective player at right back. Does not bode well for them in that respect, though, that most eye-catching player is in defence. It means that Leeds have dominated, which they have for the first half an hour. Great awareness from Smart to just delay the pass, perhaps expecting Suarez Martins to be offside, who drops a shoulder and goes into the middle. The pass, I think, has hit the referee, and that is why the game is going to have to come to a halt.
Girls, our ball there, so bounce to you. Should just give you it back.
Can you compete that one? The opposition line compete?
Open up.
Oh, is it our boss? Right, yeah. I thought it was.
Danby looks in the groove tonight. A couple of neat touches. Certainly getting the confidence levels back in midfield as Smith goes to Bartup. Bartup goes for goal. Too much power from Leeds United's goal scorer tonight. It remains just a 1-0.
And then we win that for short stage.
All day, Leeds.
Done.
Sandra.
Sandra.
Red ball, Brady.
Okay, do okay.
Allen's pass, not powerful enough to find Smart, and now Smart's got work to do to get back. Miles is through ball. And reach. Wilson goes across the goal. Leeds United's defence stretched for the first time. Bass gets there, so does Hunter. And Leeds do regroup very effectively on that occasion. And moves over the top to Bartup, who will control it again. Bartup coming forward through on goal. Can she round the keeper? She does the first time, and now she smashes the ball home. And Laura Bartup wheels away in delight. A superb solo goal for her second of the evening. Confidence to go round the keeper. Yet again, the Barnsley defence were appealing for handball, but it's that effective control. Looks across at the linesman, and such a superb Leeds United move just as they first time they're under pressure. The ball over the top, and that is the clinical striker that Laura Bartup can be. Leeds 2, Barnsley 0. No panic after rounding the keeper to then have the confidence to turn back on the inside. Bartup against her former team was always going to be desperate to score. She now has an hour to get a hat-trick, as she might get the chance now as Paige Williams gets possession. It's out to Bass. Bass's ball is extremely high, but Bartup will get there. Superb save from the keeper. What a stop. Down to her left-hand side. Serena Clark has kept Barnsley in this. But Laura Bartup just cannot seem to be stopped in the middle of the box. The two centre-backs nowhere near her. She just keeps peeling away. One of the Barnsley players has gone down near halfway. I'm not sure whether their teammates have spotted that. Pardon me, it's the centre-half I think now has. And he's going to go and try and clear it out. I don't think they've got the direction right on that ball, so Olivia Smart has gone to retrieve it. Olivia Smart, just for a while, I think was teasing the Barnsley attack to try and pretend she wasn't going to kick that ball out. I do think there's a bit of confusion from Leeds' players that I think the intended pass from the Barnsley centre-back was supposed to be a clearance. And as a result, Leeds were just flirting with the idea of keeping it in play, but it is Courtney Cosmore that is down as goal scorer Bartup comes across just to get a quick drink, but here's the latest chance and good reactions from the keeper. Bartup was just checking if she was onside because she knows that was a glorious chance for the hat-trick. Bartup has certainly backed up her pre-match comments about improving in front of the goal in the final third, getting the chances and taking them. Leeds' team now just regrouping. Great spirit amongst the group, and now goalkeeper Owen Joyce even coming in to join in with the tactics as Leeds just discuss things for the next 10 minutes of the first half just to make sure things stay the same. Reminder, Lauren Joyce making her league debut for Leeds tonight, so a big night for the keeper. All smiles from the players, including Laura Bartup, who I don't think you can wipe that smile off her face with the 2 goals so far, especially the second. If you are just joining us here on LUTV. Bartup opened the scoring. The flick at the far post from a smart cross. And then she attacked the through ball over the top, rounded the keeper not once, but then the defence for a second twist and turn before smashing the ball through the middle of the goal. And there's now 9 minutes, probably a bit of stoppage time for 2 Barnsley injuries until we go into the break. Pressure, across comes Hannon, just trying to slow the attack down for Barnsley. Ball finds its way through, Joyce comes off her line. Simon goes across to Rebecca Bass.
Keep it, keep it short.
Bass gets the ball down the line, but it's not sharp enough to stay in play, and she will concede a throw-in. Barnsley again just so sloppy in possession up front. Haven't really managed to get a sustained period of possession to punish this Leeds defence. At least even try and target them as Hamill goes across to Olivia Smart. Down the line to Suarez Martins, who might need a bit more help. She will win Leeds a throw. Jodie Hunter urging some of her teammates to come closer to her. Suarez Martins just trods on the ball, but Reflection, it was actually a decent bit of control as Smart goes for a goal, just tries to catch out for Clark at her near post. But again, Clark looking frustrated. No real option for her to go with a quick pass out because Leeds' pressure is too good, and the pressure throughout the night so far has been very effective. Bartup has led the line in that respect as Bass goes in over the top of the ball. It's a strong challenge. She slipped at the wrong time there, Bass, because the ball was there to be won and she just went over the top a little bit. Now she goes across to Joyce. Turn and finds Hannon, who all the time is looking for that cut-out pass rather than keeping it on the deck. Barnsley's number 4, Sheldon Ashton, has the ball pinched from her by Smart, who might not be in the headlines as much as the 2-goal hero Laura Bartup, but she's been so dangerous down the left-hand side from defence as Hannon goes forward to Hunter, who finds Catherine Hamill, the lead skipper. Here is Catherine Smith, her former Barnsley captain, tries to play in Bartup for the hat-trick. Another player against her, playing against her former club tonight. Hamill to Williams. Tries to feed down the line to Danby. Leeds will get the throw in anyway. Deflection off the boot of Nanny Miller of Barnsley. Hamill coming forward to help out from the throw in as Danby looks towards Bartup again. Danby putting a head in where it hurts, gets that header. Leeds have to be alert now though because they've given the ball away. Now it's Smart and Hannon's job to cover the danger. Hamill's further forward. They do just that as they work their way back into Lauren Joyce in goal.
Come on. Get top, up top,
Danby looking for Williams, picks out her right winger. His cross is just too powerful. A little wayward onto the roof of the net, and with 4 minutes to go in this first half, Leeds have a 2-goal cushion. Subs again, a reminder: goalkeeper Georgia Watton, Rebecca Hunt, Kirsty Hunt, Kanisha May Underdown, and Abby Brown for Leeds.
Keep it.
Danby was looking for Suarez Martins in attack. Smart gets across, will concede the throw. Well, it certainly looks to be a balanced throw, but we'll take it for Leeds' perspective as now Smart goes towards Suarez Martins. She flicks it off the side of Eve Marshall and will win Leeds a corner. Much to the disgust of the Barnsley coaching staff. They were in disbelief that that ball had gone the way of Leeds.
Tell her which one. That's it, pull somebody else back. Catherine! Closer, touch tight. Kath Hamill, drop in. Touch tight. Drop in.
Ball in, keeper misses it, but luckily for her, one of the Barnsley defenders is on the line as Bass gets in there in front of the Barnsley attacker.
Good time, Sandra.
Shape then! Turn!
Recover! Ride it! Come on!
Pardon me, the referee has just stopped the play for a free kick to be taken again. Olivia Smart was flagged offside. Eve Marshall preparing to take the latest set piece. A couple of minutes for Leeds to add a third before half time. Totally controlled proceedings so far. Looking for a fourth game, a third win in 4 Ball forward. Great awareness from Rebecca Bass. Smith, after a good first touch, gives the ball away. There is the composed Catherine Hamill again, who stood out in that first fixture against Stockport County. We know it's Danby able to carry it forward for Leeds. Hunter's just peeled away, so is Suarez Martins, who will look inside to Hunter, is ignored. Danby look towards Bartup. Again, the ball just sticks to her as she shields it from the Barnsley defence, who have yet to suss her out and get the better of her. Danby has shown plenty of flicks and tricks so far. That one unfortunate, but Smith decides to dive in and win the ball back. Yes, Barnsley might concede, might win a throw, but Leeds just not allowing them a second to breathe in midfield. It's fair to say Donna Hearn, the coach for Leeds United Women, will be absolutely delighted with this first half showing so far.
Come on, girls, come on, last push, come on!
Holds on the attack. Smart underneath the ball and in the right place to clear away as Suarez Martins goes back to Jodie Hunter, who perhaps needed a call from the team in behind. She was expecting Suarez Martins or Olivia Smart to get into an attacking position. Olivia Smart gets there eventually. And again, tireless work. Non-stop running down this left-hand side. The same can be said of Rebecca Bass on the opposite flank.
Joe, stick with the goal side.
No, play back, we'll start again. Well done, girls. Well done,
Great defending from Leeds, working in 2s and 3s to try and win it back. Bartup, Hunter, Smith in midfield. Smart now back to Joyce. Into the second minute of stoppage time as Bridie Hannon turns to Rebecca Bass.
Keep it! Kath, keep the ball, keep the ball, keep the ball. Keep it.
Well to Hannon. Referee just having a look at her watch. Hannon goes long, looking for Bartup, who just steps off the defender, hoping to pick up the pieces. She will get there. Barnsley player gets ahead of her first, and it's a strong charge. I think the Barnsley defence expected a free kick on that occasion. Suarez Martins gets to Miles' clearance. It would have been a throw to Leeds, but the referee decides that is enough for the first half, and the 45 minutes comes to an end. Dan O'Hearn's side lead by 2-0 after a dominant and controlling performance. Laura Bartup opened the scoring with a flick at the far post from across, before then a fine long ball over the top, controlled by Bartup before she rounded the keeper, then a defender, before firing into the back of the net. At half-time, it is Leeds United Women 2, Barnsley Women 0.
You're in. Go, you're in.
Come on.
Come on. Now. Sandra, come on. Attack, attack.
Come on, Laura.
Well done, Dean. Right there.
Come on.
Yeah! Okay, got it. Come on. Well done, Dean. Brilliant, well done. Dean.
Go on, Laura. Go on, Laura. Get in.
Hit it.
Yes! Get in. Well done, girls. Deserve that. Paige. You're in.
All right, next one.
Yeah, so there is a photo. This place in Alex only was tagged in on Facebook.
Welcome back to LUTV's coverage of this Women's National League Division 1 North clash at the Global Stadium in Tadcaster. Leeds United women 2-0 to the good as we wait for the second half to restart. That is thanks to 2 goals from Laura Bartup. The first, a finish at the far post. The second, a great ball over the top. An equally good finish after rounding the keeper and also evading a on-rushing defender. By the looks of things, no changes for Leeds at the break, which should mean the team is Joyce, Bass, Smart, Hannon, Hamill, Hunter, Danby, Smith, Williams, Suarez Martins and Bart. At the bench is Wattam, Rebecca Hunt, Kirsty Hunt, Kanisha May Underdown and Abby Brown. These players just having their last team talk before getting the game back underway. Catherine Hamill is the captain, but plenty of talkers in the team. Olivia Smart now the one just trying to give the final instructions. Rebecca Bass also more than happy to give words of encouragement. The Leeds United women now look to be ready to get this second half underway. Rebecca Coe for Barnsley has come on the number 16 shirt, so Barnsley have made a change.
Move it on, Joe. Come on, Jodie, come on.
Paige Williams into Catherine Smith. Ball forward to Laura Bartup, takes control of it, looks left, has options to go right as well. Paige Williams is the player she decides to pick out. Williams to the far post. Suarez Martins had just stepped in on the inside and the flag's gone up anyway. So Leeds' attack comes to nothing. Laura Bartup, on a different occasion, could have gone for a shot there on a hat-trick. Strong work from Catherine Hamill in defence. It was Wilson replaced Barnsley at half-time as Williams gets to the ball. Bass has to be quick, slips at the pivotal moments, Rebecca Bass, and so frustrating for her because she got into a good area, a bit of a hefty fall as well. As usual, Clark always desperate to take that short goal kick to number 5 Aviv Marshall. Always the first route she tries to go for. As now Smith pounces. Here comes Jodie Hunter flying forward, steaming into the box, goes for goal from range as well. British players bring with confidence after that victory over Alnwick Town. So a good place on Sunday. If the scoreline stays the same, it would mean they've won 3 of their first 4 matches. If this 2-0 scoreline can be maintained or built on.
Go, Paige. Move it on. Well done.
Bass to Smith. Bartup keeps it in. Now looks for the cross to the far post. Clearance will only reach the edge of the box. Suarez Martins dives on it. Leeds yet to find space to shoot. Danby to shield possession before rolling it out for Olivia Smart. Smart's cross cleared away. Only as far as Hunter once again, who goal for goal the second time in succession. Tries her luck from distance. This one a bit closer, but just gets underneath the ball rather than putting her foot through it. As a result, it remains Leeds United 2, Barnsley Women 0. Smith loses out. Bass flies in with her trademark gutsy challenges. Flies in again for a second time, but Barnsley stand firm. Smith gets in there, and again she just works ever so hard in the middle of the park. Direct runner through the middle, picks up lots of possession, covers lots of ground, as does Paige Williams, who leads a throw. All the Leeds bench, including coach Dan O'Hearn, are leading the challenge for that call, and they've got the throw in they wanted. Pass into Bartup, who again just has that classy touch to just hold off the on-rushing defence. Smart movement as well beforehand. Danby to Smart, and back again. Danby to try and take them on, goes wide to Smart. Smart now crosses the ball in. Down the throat of Clark, but she takes control of it, and again just no ambition from her to kick it long, whether that's a tactic she doesn't like using or doesn't feel as confident with territory. Always wanting to go out and play it to the right centre half. Ball's intercepted as Bass gets there first, but Bass's touch is always going further to the touchline rather than in play. Hannon's header finds Hunter. Suarez Martins, space to shoot, decides against it, gets caught on the ball by Miles. Danby was an option out left, but Miles runs into traffic in the space of Catherine Smith. Smith towards Williams. Williams fires it out wide to Danby, who stayed forward from that last attack. Options are plenty. Danby swings it in, looking for Bartup, who will steer it towards goal. It's just going to be glanced away. In the end, Barnsley clear. But Leeds just knocking on the door like they did throughout that first half. Smith the closest option for Rebecca Bass. Bartup tries to shield off the defender, just turn away at the last second. It is going to be Leeds getting the call. They're going to make their way across Danby to take this corner. Bass has come short. Barnsley switched off for a second. Bass fires the cross to the far post. It's too much on it for Hannon, who had made a run to the far post, but no luck because that pass is too strong. Remains 2-0 to Dan O'Hearn's side in Tadcaster.
Keep an eye out here.
Barnsley, bit of a breakdown in communication as they go for the latest throw. Momentous approach from Hunter, who Smacks the ball into the stands.
Page, drop in. Well done, Danby.
Bartup on the attack. She's got Paige Williams charging forward to help her out. Bartup is going to go it alone though. Right-footed strike. Keeper too easy for her to save. Long way out. And good positioning from Barnsley stopper Serena Clark. Catherine Hamill gets to the clearance. Holds off the defender. Paige Williams inside to Smith. Smith charges that ball down. She's got Bartup asking for possession alongside her, but Smith is going to go for goal, and it's off the bar and away. Not sure if the keeper going to touch that, but Catherine Smith, a former Barnsley player like Bartup, strong challenge from Paige Williams, and Leeds in total control of this fixture.
Come on, it's too easy. Get up, Catherine, get up.
Into Bartup, lovely layoff. Over the top towards Suarez Martins. Shields possession to Bartup, gets away, just trods on the ball. I think there's a challenge in there as well, but she gets it to Smith, who's going to go for goal for a second time. The keeper saves, and it's over the top. Well, Catherine Smith, back-to-back shots on goal. Desperate to score against her former club, desperate to follow in the path of her Leeds teammate in Laura Bartup against scoring against Barnsley. It is still only 2-0 though. And the home fans applauding the players as a third Barnsley player is now down injured. Good crowd attendance tonight watching the game at Tadcaster. Angus Kinnear on the far side of the proceedings watching the game. Do hope the Barnsley player is able to continue. Just look to be in some discomfort. That is the number 4 of Sheldon Ashton. We're struggling to put weight on that right leg. Eventually told to make her way off the pitch. It was that collision with Bartup as we see the shot from goal, and keeper just doing enough, just about enough of a touch over the top of the crossbar as the corner comes in towards the far post, headed away by Miles. Leeds bodies were queuing up at the far post. And again, Smart stepping in, getting possession back for the Whites as Smith rolls it to Hunter. He's under pressure for the first time in a long while in this match, but again the reliable Catherine Hamill is across there to defend. Bound to give the ball away for another Leeds United throw.
Forward. All right.
Paige Williams follows suit, kicks it out of play.
Catherine, you okay? Extra power at the top, please.
Smith is clipped from behind. Good spot from the referee, and that was number 4 Ashton, who's perhaps still running off that injury from earlier. So a little clip down the back of the ankle, and Leeds rightly get the nod from the set piece. Allen to Danby, Smart. Plenty of time for her to pick out a cross. She'll go towards Bartup, towards Williams as well. Here comes Bass on the attack. Bass gets there first, but Barnsley managed to ride the challenge and they'll try and bring it clear, but Bass pounces. Great awareness from Bass as well not to play it inside too quickly. Hunter is looking to play it towards Suarez Martins. Bit of a no-look pass from Hunter. A bit too ambitious, and as a result Barnsley pick up possession inside their own half and will get the time to bring it away from their goal. Dangerous Barnsley letting themselves down, rushing things. It's great news for Leeds. Smart to Bartup, glancing header. Hammer was looking to try and drill that ball down the line towards Paige Williams. Barnsley's set midfield saw it coming. Dumpy to Hannon. Hannon's pass is inch perfect to Olivia Smart, keeps it in the nick of time. Smart digs out the cross, looking for Bartup. Keeper's there again to thwart her. It is still 2-0 to Leeds United women at home to Barnsley. It was a big week for the team. Liverpool fans on Sunday at this very ground. A team that have won 3 games from 3. Leeds will move level on points with them tonight with a victory, although they have played a game more. Bass rise the challenge, now goes on a solo run of her own towards the corner flag. She goes in towards Danby, whose touch is heavy, nearly found its way towards Laura Bartup. Hamill comes across.
All yours, Paige, all yours.
What you say, Kath?
Well to Joyce, who just can't clear a bit further downfield. Don't think the pass was perhaps exactly where she wanted it. Barnsley now have this throw in to try and put Leeds under pressure, but Joyce has not had to make a single save on her league debut for Leeds. Long may that continue until the end of the night and beyond into the next few fixtures. Leeds' defence has been very strong. Midfield have control matters in attack. They've looked exuberant, they've looked confident, and as a result Laura Bartup has 2 goals so far for the Whites.
You don't mark them. Come on, Joe, come on, Joe, tight.
Good covering defence from Rebecca Bass. Has to be quick though. Nearly switches off for a second. Barnsley, ball over the top. Olivia Smart, right place, right time. Great reading of the game from Olivia Smart.
Let's tidy up, please.
Just deal with it, girls. You just deal with it.
Miller takes the throw. Leeds under pressure for the first time, really. A couple of sustained attacks. Good news for Donna Hearn's side is it's taken them an hour, Barnsley, to get into this position. Apart from a dangerous ball into the box still, Joyce has had nothing to do, just repeated throw-ins in a row. There is Bass to collect the danger. and now try and carry it forward as she goes on. One of them were ordering runs of hers as she gets it down the line, looking for Bartup. No offence to Rebecca Bass, Matt had to set off last week to get to that pass. Far too much power on that. Again, gutsy from Rebecca Bass, you know exactly what you're going to get with her. Real gutsy player. As here is Danby, as far as Martin. She's not had the space she would have liked so far tonight. Over the top she goes, looking for Bartup. Here is Williams. Williams with space to shoot. Just doesn't get a body around the ball and swing that leg across it to the far post. Just a little bit off balance. Leeds 2, Barnes 0.
Pass. On. Right, shit then, shit! Yeah. Paige! Bass has got 2, be aware. Move it on! Who's that?
Barnsley coming forward again. Not for long though, thanks to the lead interception.
Come on, Laura.
Towards Bartup, who gets the header and gets past her marker. Here comes Bartup running through for the hat-trick, and it's through. Laura Bartup, take a bow. Brilliant from the Leeds United striker. Chases her own flick on, beats the keeper, who should have done better with the save, but Leeds will take it. And after a slow start to the season, Bartup has 3. She has 3 on the night. And it all comes against her former club. Leeds United women 3, Barnsley women 0. Defender stepped up at the wrong time. Keeper should do so much better. Bartup's finish out of the 3, possibly the weakest, but that's just been super critical. All that matters for Leeds is that the ball goes in to the back of the net. And Bartup has 3. Leeds and their control of this game continues.
Relax, find your pass. Calf check shoulders. Don't dive in, just jockey that. Look at these 2 in middle. Catherine! Inside! Player!
Ball in towards the near post, fired away by Leeds.
Hold it up, Lorna, hold it up.
Up towards Bartup again, who's proved to be an absolute menace for the Barnsley defence. Keeps possession, takes it away from the Barnsley right back in Miles. And now Leeds still have bodies forward with Suarez Martins, who is going to find time and space to get behind the defence. Into the box she comes, now tries to play it across the park. It isn't the best clearance, it'll fall to Smith, who drags it wide. Catherine Smith's desperation to score against a former club is rather apparent. Shooting on sight, shooting from all over the pitch.
Sandra,
A change for Leeds sees the number 14 of Sandra Suarez Martins replaced. Not her night in terms of shooting opportunities, but again still finding her feet at her new club. And Rebecca Hunt, her replacement in the number 11 jersey for Leeds, played the first game of the season in the middle of the park. And Abby Brown was the one that started out wide, but for now Brown stays on the bench. But still, great performance from Suarez Martins, very effective. But it will be rather strange next 20 odd minutes if someone gets the Man of the Match award that isn't Laura Bartup, because she has been sensational for Leeds United women. Who's class throughout the entire match, shown power, strength, finesse, and there's still time for the Leeds number 16. You can see in shot now to go and get a 4th goal, a 5th goal. And as if she gets have to stay out there for the full 90. I'm sure Dan O'Hearn will get a glaring look if her number does go up. Free kick against Paige Williams. It will be quickly taken by Barnsley, or so they thought anyway, because the referee has decided that she wanted the ball back in the correct position.
Barnsley
are going to take their time. Zavia Miles is making her way all the way over from right back to take this set piece.
Ride it, Calf, dominate, come on, Jordy, deal with it.
Hamill gets to the header. Brick wall in defence is Catherine Hamill. Nothing seems to get past her as Barnsley try and do just that. Ball right underneath Joyce. Fantastic work in defence from Lauren Joyce. Safe as they come. Keeps possession, plucks it out of the sky, and then rolls it towards Rebecca Hunt, who is going to try and take the game by storm in the next 22 or so minutes. Bass down the line to Williams. Bass has come back for a 1-2 into Hunt. It will make its way across to Williams, who's looking towards Bartop at the far post. It'll find its way to Smith. Smith to lay it off to Danby. Danby's going to try and curl it into the corner. It's just going to whistle wide. And the keeper always trying to get across her goal, Clark. Here now is Bass. Picks out the ball towards Rebecca Hunt. Hunt's going to try and get it into the box as soon as possible. And the keeper having to dive across to the left-hand side to stop Rebecca Hunt's ambitious shot. And without that touch, Leeds could be 4-0 up. Rebecca Hunt's been on the pitch a matter of minutes and already caused a number of problems for this visiting defence. And Leeds, you get the impression here, I believe they can rack up the goals. Ball in from Danby. Hamill misses the original header. Bridie Hannon across to Bartop. Bartop stopped. Hannon is going to try and swing the ball in herself, and Clark decides to panic. Could have caught that one. Takes her eye off the ball. Into the box they come. Rebecca Hunt fires it off the post. Offside has gone up against her. A pretty smart call from the linesman. But after being pretty strong, Serena Clark, she has started to show a bit of nerves. Whether she saw that ball late or it picked up off the surface in a surprising manner. Would have expected her to just try and catch the cross from Hannon. There is Smith diving onto the loose clearance. Smith again, right to challenge, takes on two. She is going to dig out another shot. And for the fourth time tonight, she's unable to score. The third shot was perhaps the worst of the four, dragged that wide, but the other three have come so close to testing this keeper and putting Leeds further in front. And you feel her performance deserves a goal. Both Laura Bartop and Catherine Smith are ex-Barnsley players. The latter even wore the armband for the Tags. And I think they're looking to prove a point tonight. It's already 70 minutes gone. The point has been proven well and truly. They've been too good for Barnsley. This is not a result that often occurs. Not beaten Barnsley since April 2018. So for those watching Leeds United women for the first time, this is a big step in their season. Back-to-back wins looking likely.
Well done, move it forward.
They'll climb the table tonight. They're the only game playing. They'll go up as high as third behind Liverpool Fancy, who will play on Sunday as Bartop tries to squeeze the ball through for Rebecca Hunt. Intercepted. Newcastle United, by the way, sit top of this division. There's Catherine Hamill again.
Channels, channels.
Bradley Hannon, some centre-back partnership for this Leeds United women's team. Both have great awareness, delicate touch at the back to try and take the ball away from certain centre forwards.
What we see, Paige? What we see, Bassy? Get hold of it, Bassy.
A good call from the ref. She
Come on, Catherine.
didn't see too much wrong with that challenge, and Danby, who is nutmegged, was the one that went to the ground, but the Barnsley player got there first. But great awareness from Leeds again to pick out Rebecca Hunt, who's now got Olivia Smart charging forward. Jodie Hunter is desperate to get into the box with that ball, looking for Bartup. He's a bit too short. Leeds come forward. Bridie Hannon beaten to the ball, steps apart of defence, but again, if Hannon steps up, Hamill's behind, and vice versa. After Bridie Hannon missed with one of her trademark tackles, Hamill mops up the danger and picks out Sarah Danby. And again, will spread the play as Paige Williams has gone to left-hand side of midfield. Forward she comes, shoots towards goal. And that is disappointment for Leeds. Just wave after wave of attacks though for the Whites. I think it was Rebecca Hunt, by the way, that actually had that shot, not Paige Williams. And there is Hunt with the interception. An effective one at that, as Smith plays the ball down the line. Wasn't the best execution, but in her defence, Hunt was asking for it down that far side of the Global Stadium pitch. Here is Danby. Again, always keeps the ball so close to her. Now she's got the 1-2. Bartup's trying to get into a good area. Barnes to get across and concede a corner. That ball has cleared the stand, so it will require a new ball, which we've finally had as Leeds allow Olivia Smart to take this latest set piece. The instructions are given. Right arm aloft before getting to the corner flag. Up towards Bartup. Header in from Hunter. Was going goalwards, but Barnes had plenty of bodies there back to help out as Paige Williams, Olivia Smart gets on the wrong page. Smart thinks Williams is taking over. Williams thinks Smart's taking the ball down the line. As a result, it is out of play for a throw as the ball is back into the hands of Miles, but there's going to be another change, and Paige Williams, as always, has run a heart out for the Leeds United shirts. Abby Brown will get 15 minutes to impress off the bench. Rebecca Hunt wins, leads a throw. Olivia Smart appeared to want to take it quickly, but decided against it in the end. And went across to Hannon. Hannon finds Hamill. Hamill to Hunter. And now Bass. Pass to Brown. The Leeds just toying with Barnsley for a second. Barnsley's players are not giving up. But Leeds just pinging the ball around. One touch stuff, great movement. And Hannon, fantastic ball out to Smart. Smart will have to ride the challenge here if she can get past Miles. She can't, but she goes for a second back to Cherry. And I think the referees had a fantastic game tonight, but That's a rather strange decision to give a free kick against Olivia Smart, who seemed to come around the side to poke the ball away. The referee had stopped proceedings for another change, one apiece, and Kirsty Hunt is the latest Leeds player to be ready, and Catherine Smith will not get the chance to score against her former team. But the smile suggests that she's happy with the performance. Pretty much everywhere for Leeds United women tonight. Had 4 shots to at least try and get a goal against her former club. But energy levels, exactly what Dan O'Hearn wants from his team in the middle of the park. Epitomised by Smith and by the latest woman to come across the screen there, Bartup, who's got a hat-trick and yet still continues to try and put the pressure on that Barnsley defence. Joyce to Hamill. Bass was looking over the top to Bartup. Miles just gets there to deny Rebecca Hunt. Danby, perfect time as Olivia Smart gets to it. Barnsley have fallen asleep here as now Smart tries to float across in. Abby Brown is going to get to it. Can she get past? She rides a defender, just about turns the first one. Second Barnsley covering defender in the right place at the right time. Now Barnsley trying to counter. Tame ball forward.
Hold it up, Cap.
It's under pressure. Olivia Smart makes it look as if that's not the case. Just rolls back into left back position. Gets it towards Danby, who again with her quick feet get past the Barnsley defence. She's gone past Miles. Now she tries to pick up the pass to Bartup. We're defending at the back from Barnsley. Joyce gets a rare touch of the ball, and distribution has been pretty good so far tonight. She's making her league debut for Leeds. A clean sheet will be the minimum she'll require, you'd feel. Brown goes over the top towards Rebecca Hunt. Bartup's dropped deep. Hunt might spot that, but instead for now she's going to go towards goal. She will lay it off to Bartup, takes a touch, picks out the goal and picks out the top corner. It's the 4th goal of the night for Laura Bartup. It's Leeds United's 4th goal of the night. Fantastic team move. Rebecca Hunt lays the ball on her plate, but there's still so much for Bartup to do. Pick that out. Leeds United 4, Barnsley 0. What a performance from Laura Bartup. Curling effort. Keeper had no chance. Rebecca Bass is now replaced by Kenesha May Underdown. So perhaps a bit of a change in personnel in terms of position, because Underdown normally plays centre midfield.
Go straight off. Go get it back. Come on.
So we'll have to spot who has come to play at right back. It looks for now to be Jodie Hunter. If pre-match comments can come to fruition. Donna Hearn saying how important the home games are. Laura Bartup saying how they've got to stop wasting chances. Fast forward a couple of hours. Leeds United 4, Barnsley 0, and Bartup has 4 as Joyce, the successful pass out towards Kirsty Hunt, albeit for a second it looked to be a shaky moment.
Come on.
Underdown. Hospital ball to Bridie Hannon. Takes no prisoners and clears. Here now is Danby. Danby on the attack. Rebecca Hunt's out wide. She's already got an assist already after picking out Bartup. Into the box she comes. Brown stepped away. So has Olivia Smart. Olivia Smart might try and get in on the action, but with a shot like that, it will stay at 4-0. The goals keep flowing for Leeds United. 2 in the half so far. And of course, still time left for goals. Barnsley are now replacing what, in my opinion, has been their best player in Zavia Miles. Whether their subs can keep Leeds at bay, unlike their starting 11. Leeds will perhaps feel with her off the pitch. And in fairness to the rest of the Barnsley team, a lot of the attacks have come down that left-hand side when Miles has been targeted, but she was very effective in the first half. Leeds, though, have just sent blood for the entire second half. They haven't switched off, they haven't slowed down. The attacks have been relentless. As a result, pardon me, they have a 4-goal cushion here at Tadcaster. There's the ball down the line to Laura Bartup, in towards Kirsty Hunt, back down the line to Bartup again, who's going to try and find something, and does. Just holds off the Barnsley defender enough to win a throw. Kirsty Hunt with the loose touch. It will be a Barnsley goal kick. Abby Brown skips away. Kirsty Hunt with a strong challenge. Doesn't go the rub of the green for Leeds, and perhaps a little unfortunate because that strong challenge deserved a bit more as Barnsley give away possession yet again in midfield. Leeds' cushion is still at 4 goals. Bartup holds up the play, looking for Brown at the far post. The Barnsley defender just about enough to make sure Brown can't have a shot. Not enough, though, for another attempt to go. And Leeds United have managed to add a 5th goal. And that could well be the pick of the bunch from Rebecca Hunt. The keeper not expecting it. A poor clearance. And Rebecca Hunt from range decides to go for goal. And after stepping off the bench and picking up an assist, that is not all she's settling for. And Leeds United have run riot tonight at Tadcaster. It's 5-0.
Hey, Kath! Go again, Brian! It's on! Go again! Let's go get it!
Keeper just can't stretch high enough to get to it. Laura Bartup celebrating Rebecca Hunt.
Move it on! Move it on!
There have been some great team goals. The match ball is only going one way. But Rebecca Hunt and the rest of this Leeds team are now starting to feel they can add to this tally. Here is Abby Brown, turns past the defender, into the box comes Brown. Can she finish? Tries to turn it over the keeper. It is saved. And Clark denies Abby Brown, who went for height. Majestic footwork from her at first. I think she's frustrated at perhaps the finish. Rather than going for power, tried to flick it over the keeper, who is still down with a spot of cramp, Serena Clark. And Leeds will look for a 6 from this set piece. Well, sympathies with the physio, who makes his way to the edge of the box to find out his run was in vain and utterly pointless. Clark is back on her feet. He's earned his money at least, as Olivia Smart prepares to take the latest corner. Bartup underneath it. It'll fall to Catherine Hamill, who's trying to look over her shoulder to find Smart. Smart will take her time before looking back into Bartup. Bartup with a free header. So is Brown. Brown was free but couldn't finish. I'm not sure what Abby Brown is complaining about, whether it's a lack of a header, or in fact that she'd called for a ball at the far post, but she isn't pleased. Leeds could have scored 6-7 goals already. That's not even mentioning the 4 shots from Smith, 3 of them coming agonisingly close to going in before she steps onto the bench. More good defending from Kirsty Hunt in midfield, especially after giving the ball away. Made amends with a strong challenges. Danby's just looking a little leggy in midfield, pretty tired as Barnsley skip past her. Catherine Hamill again, you'll notice that throughout the season, will be in the right place at the right time, as Brown was looking for Danby. Barnsley, for now, looking for nothing but a consolation.
Well done, Kirsty.
They've got another throw.
That's too easy. Come on, help her, help her.
Ball to the far post, and it's an important missed attempt from Barnsley because they were in behind there. First shooting opportunity for a long, long while for tonight's visitors. And when you've been on top, Leeds sometimes will get the rub of the green throughout the entire 90 minutes, and that's the way it's looking like tonight. Even when they've switched off for a momentary lapse of concentration, pardon me, can't punish them. And Leeds continue to attack and look for a 6th goal. Under down towards Danby. Plenty of power on that from Danby. Into the hands of Clark. Balls this ball out to the left back in Madison Hoy.
Well done, Kath. You'll stay with her. Come on, Kirsty. Come on, keep pressing. Well done, Danby.
Brown looks over the top to Rebecca Hunt, who looks to have stayed onside. She's looking for a second of the night. Can she turn? She now tries to play in Bartup. Bartup goes for goal and goes for power. And instead of finding the back of the net, Bartup fires over the top, but still, it's 4 goals for Bartup tonight. That duo have combined to devastating effects since Hunt stepped onto the field of play. Laura Bartup is human. One of the first shots that hasn't found the back of the net. 2 goals in the first half, 2 goals in the second before Hunt's long-distance effort beat the keeper, Serena Clark, as we now tick into stoppage time, and I'm sure Barnsley will just be hoping that this game is over as soon as possible, get back down the motorway and regroup the bottom of the table. Leeds, though, no sympathy, going for the kill, going for 6.
Come on, Kirsty. Sprint to it.
Danby, Rebecca Hunt, effective again, scrapping away. Free kick given against, and Rebecca Hunt not too happy, I think, with the challenge on the floor. Stands over the ball to just try and wind up the Barnsley players. The job is already done, the damage is done. Underdown plays it safe and clears out of touch. Barnsley running out of time for another attack. I've had plenty of subs, of course, so still means that both teams, in fairness, can go and get a goal. Joyce, on her Leeds United league debut, watches that ball wide, gets across, makes sure that there's no opportunity for Barnsley to attack. Here is Hannon to Danby. Now is Smart, Underdown goes for power, over the top to Rebecca Hunt, who again has got in behind the defence. Hunt through on goal. The defender has eased off because the flag has gone up. against Rebecca Hunt. First time it comes to Barnsley's 8 and she's come onto the field of play.
I'll be dropping one well done. Well done, Cap. Well done, Cap.
Free kick against Barnsley for handball. Barnsley forward trying to take the rules into her own hands and land in possession. Catherine Hamill, the player that dived in with a challenge.
Abby, on you. Yes, well done. Well done, guys.
The ball played out wide towards Abby Brown, but there is the full-time whistle. A dominating performance from Leeds United Women sees them advance up the table and win their third game of the season. Dan O'Hearn's side far too clinically in front of goal for the first time this season, and a complete performance, kept a clean sheet, but at the other end they were oh so effective. Laura Bartup with 4 goals for Leeds United Women before Rebecca Hunt stepped off at the bench to add a 5th in the 86th minute. It is Liverpool Feds up on LUTV on Sunday. That will be a mouth-watering tie. It should be second versus third in the table, but for now, full-time score from the Women's National League Division 1 North is Leeds United Women 5, Barnsley Women 0.
Imagine that's been off all the time.
Pardon?
Imagine it's been off all the time.
I'd be gutted for it.
I told Paul we've got Campam 3 on today. He says, well, I didn't want to ask. He says, I know he's just moved out, so he'll have had a lot.
Well done, girls, deserve that! Paige!
Good. Run again, run again. Run again. Go on, go on. Working on, Come on, Laura, come on, Laura. the ball.